Hello. All those outside, please. We're about starting the program. You can kindly come in and take your seat. Let me just know schools that are present. This is the Northern Zone competition. Sorry, Southern Zone competition. I'll call by the region, then the school that is representing the region, you can just kindly give us a wave. Please, if you have anybody outside you know who is not in here, you can let them come. Tell them we are ready, waiting for them. Okay. Central region. Central region, let's give them a clap. Represented by Infantiman girls. Then we also have Western region. Western. Yes. Okay. Then Western North. Okay. Northern. Sorry. Southern first. Yes, Southern. Okay, Greater Accra region. Good. Eastern. Oti, Volta, and Ashanti. Good. Well represented. Thank you so much. We'll start with a prayer. If we have a Reverend Minister, he can volunteer to pray for us. Okay.
Please, can we be on our feet as we say a word of prayer? Heavenly Father, we are most grateful for this day. From the beginning of creation, this program you had already scheduled. Our prayer is that you grant us wisdom, understanding, justice, fairness, and everything that will make everybody happy. Lord, bless this gathering with your presence and protection. And in the end, we will not forget to give you praise and thanks. This we ask in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you so much, Madam. Your name is?
Esther AJ.
Esther. Madam Esther, thank you so much. This program is made possible kind courtesy of Energy Commission Ghana in collaboration with Ghana Education Service, headed by the Director of Ghana Education Service, Professor Kwesi Opoku Amankwa, and his able two deputies, Lawyer Anthony Boati and Dr. Bempatando. The program is fully sponsored by Energy Commission, headed by their Executive Secretary. At the appropriate time, I'll be introducing them. In fact, they've done very well. It is taking renewable energy at the second cycle education level to another level. In fact, a very high level. So let me take this opportunity to introduce ones with known schools that are present. I will acknowledge the presence of regional coordinators present here. They've also done very well. Our regional coordinators have been helping us in all these organizations in the various regions. We have come very far. This journey started 20th June. And I can tell you, had it not been this, we wouldn't have known the talent that is actually embedded in these young ones. We are most grateful unto God and also unto those who have been supporting. So that coordinator for Ashanti, who is the host, shall we see you? Adams. In fact, he's done very well. Then as regional coordinator for Central, regional coordinator for Western North. Good. Voter. And then she's the only lady among us now. Yeah. Then we have Western. Oti. God bless you. God bless you. If there's any regional coordinator I have left out, just draw my attention. I will introduce you. Ralph, Easton. And then Greater Accra. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. I'll also take a singular honor to introduce the program coordinator for this very important competition, in the person of Mr. Julius Nkansa. In fact, you can't underrate his work at all. He has been doing very well. Mr. Nkansa, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Madam Linda Ethel Mensah, head, that is Public Affairs Unit Energy Commission. Madam, thank you so much for your presence and commitment. We also have Director of Science Education. She is on the way coming. She will get here very soon. So as and when she gets here, I will introduce her accordingly. Then we have Mr. Seth Mahu, Deputy Director, Renewable Energy Unit, Ministry of Education. Ministry of Energy. Thank you so much. Then we have Professor Francis Kemaso, Director, the Brew Hammond Energy Center. Prof, we are so grateful unto you for coming. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. Then we have the champion of Energy Commission. The man himself. Let's welcome or acknowledge the presence of Mr. Kofi Nyako, Director, Renewable Energy. Ajako. Mr. Kofi Ajako, Director, Renewable Energy, Efficiency, representing the Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, who is in the person of Engineer. I know you know the name, right? Because wherever we have been, this name always comes up. And he will as well give the keynote address. That is Engineer Oscar Amuno Niza, Executive Secretary, Energy Commission, Ghana. Let's give them a clap. Thank you so much. As and when the dignitaries comes in, I will introduce them accordingly. I'm David Bauer, your humble servant as MC for this program. Okay. Now, as I said, we have come so far. We started this journey from 20th June, and many of us should know what happened, and there are a lot of us who did not even see. And because of the brief documentary of all that happened in the various regions, today in this zone we have 8 regional champions. So in this documentary, you see what happened and the champion that came out from that region. So we shall take that brief. Okay, sorry. Okay. My attention has just been drawn to something. So before the documentary, the Director Science Education Unit is supposed to give the the welcome address, but currently she has delegated one of her able staff to do so on her behalf, and that is Mr. Emmanuel Okwe, who is the National Coordinator for Integrated Science and Chemistry, Ghana. He's a very big man. Let's give him a clap as he gives the welcome address.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bauer. Director, Mr. Ijakun, and then all protocols duly observed. Once again, good morning to all of us. We thank God so much for bringing all of you here from the various regions as you traveled. Well, as you are all aware, it hasn't been easy going through the preliminary stages and then coming up as champions to represent your various regions. Well, we are here in the Ashanti region, and then you are all welcome. We want to give you the opportunity so that whilst you are here, those who have not visited other sites that are available, do so, feel free. And then we also would want to say, so far as you are here at Sunset, there are so many other things that have been given at your disposal for you to use. Feel free and then use them. But then, in all this, just do not forget, even though you are here for a competition, you should equally also feel very proud of yourself and be happy, and then enjoy, just make fun, whilst you are showing us exactly what you are also bringing to help in national development. On this note, and on behalf of the Director of Science Education Unit, as well as the Regional Education, Director of Ashanti Region, you are all welcome, and may the best school win. Thank you very much.
Mr. Okwe, thank you so much. He's the National Integrated Science Coordinator and Chemistry. He's in charge of chemistry. And we also have other national coordinators present here. We have George Kobna Kwachi, in charge of mathematics, national coordinator. George, let's see you. Okay. We have other national coordinators. That is, we have Kwesi Anoche. He is not here with us, but he is the coordinator for ICT. Then we have Victoria Ansa, coordinator for integrated science and biology. And I'm in charge of physics. But today in a different capacity as MC. We will take the keynote address from Mr. Kofi Nyakun, representing the Executive Secretary, Energy Commission. Pardon me, Mr. Kofi Ajakon, representing the Executive Secretary, Energy Commission, Ghana. Let's welcome him to give us the keynote address with a clap of.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. MC. Our wonderful teachers whose unalloyed support for this challenge has brought us this far. Able contestants who have always spiced up this competition. Distinguished members of the media, students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I deem it a great honor to deliver the keynote address at the Southern Zonal edition of the Energy Commission's Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge. The challenge was born out of the Commission's mandate under the Renewable Energy Act 2011 Act 832, which is to promote the efficient use of electricity and renewable energy resources through public education, training, and regulation of entrepreneurs in the sector. It is also to facilitate the mainstreaming of renewable energy and energy efficiency technologies and programs into the curriculum of educational and training institutions. It is as a result of the above mandate that the Energy Commission, in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service, seeks to provide education and awareness on renewable energy, clean energy, and energy efficiency among various second cycle institutions in the country. The aim of the challenge is to promote creative thinking and to provide mentorship to our young and brilliant students. The challenge will highlight various competitions by students in the second cycle institutions and provide a platform for the exhibition of their innovative projects. It is vital that we do away with the chew, pour, pass, and forget phenomenon in the educational system of Ghana and rather promote the practical applications of theory and knowledge. What I'm referring to here is the effective combination of affection, cognition, and psychomotor in the development of the mind and skill. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's challenge is clean cooking and food processing using renewable energy technologies. The World Health Organization estimates 4 million deaths every year from toxic produced from household air pollution as a result of the use of rudimentary cookstoves and fuels. It is therefore imperative that we move away from the 3-stone stove technology, popularly known in our local parlance as muchia, that we have depended on for cooking for centuries. The world has moved on, and new cooking technologies such as induction electricity cooking have revolutionized the clean cooking space. Of course, not all of us can afford or switch to these new cooking technologies, and that is why homegrown solutions will be needed for our clean cooking strategies in order to achieve universal access to clean cooking by 2030. Students were therefore expected to develop projects in the area of either clean cooking or food processing based on the use of renewable energy technologies. The projects developed could be new product innovations, accessories to existing products, or digital innovations to improve the performance of efficiencies of existing projects in the above mentioned areas. The projects should also be geared towards solving issues or problems identified in clean cooking value chain by the students. In the area of clean cooking, the focus should be on either improved stoves or fuels, whilst food processing, schools could focus on how renewable energy could be utilized in food processing and preservation. One unique thing about this challenge is that the good projects will not end up in the shelves. There is an arrangement with the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, and the Clean Cooking Alliance based in the United States to provide mentorship to the winning projects and other equally good ones to develop and improve on them to become commercially viable. One legacy of this competition is that in future, some schools are going to hold patent rights to technologies that will be a major source of income to them. Yes, the main pillar and objective of this competition is innovation. So as we are encouraging you to be innovative, revenue generation to support running of the schools, there should also be innovation there, so that we move away from the 100% dependence on monies from the central government, which sometimes do not come at the right time. This year's challenge was open to all second cycle schools in the country. An opportunity was given to every region to present the best 10 schools to compete in the regional competitions. 16 regional competitions were therefore organized, with 119 senior, high and technical schools participating in the challenge nationwide. Among these were 96 mixed schools, 13 girls schools, and 10 boys schools. The winners of the regional competitions have been grouped into 2 zones with 8 schools each, namely the northern and the southern zones. The southern zone has the following schools competing at today's program: Presbyterian Boys, SHS, Mfansipem Girls, SHS, Ghana, Mfansiman Girls, SHS, Ghana Secondary Technical School, Mamfi Girls, Peje, Bueman, St. Joseph's, and Yasantoa. The best 3 schools from each zone will be selected to compete at the grand finale, slated for 19th October 2022, with the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as the special guest of honor. At the grand finale, special packages, both in cash and products, will be awarded to participating schools, students, lead teachers, regional STMIE coordinators. A grand prize of a complete 5 kilowatt solar PV system worth about 75,000 Ghana cedis, together with science and IT equipment, will be given to the winning school. So as this competition grows, the bigger and the better it becomes in terms of the awards that we bestow on the winning schools. Contestants also stand to gain handsome prizes, including laptops, desktops, computers, tablets, solar lamps, and other souvenirs. So, my dear teachers and students, kindly put in all efforts into today's competition and get to the finals, where these gargantuan prizes await you. And I will be looking forward to seeing you in Accra. I would like to thank the Regional Director of Education and her team, as well as officials from the Science Education Unit for supporting us in organizing the regional competitions and this zonal competition. I would want to thank our partners and sponsors, GIZ, Clean Cooking Alliance, French Development Agency, Bui Power Authority, and Volta River Authority for their kind support to this challenge. On that note, I wish all participating schools and students the best of luck, and may the good or the best school carry the day. Thank you very much and welcome.
We can do it better. We can do it better. Thank you so much, Mr. Kofi Ajakun, representing the Executive Secretary. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of some media houses who is taking or covering this program. We have Daily Graphic, Love FM, GBC Radio, we have News4Life.com. In fact, they are making this program. Those of us who are not here can, after this meeting, also have a feel of it. We also have other sponsors who is collaborating with Ghana Energy Commission. We have GIZ, we have Clean Cooking Alliance, we have AFD, Bui Power Authority, Volta River Authority. They are supporting in the sponsorship of this program. Now we'll take the highlights, and then we will invite Mr. Julius Nkansa to walk us through the highlights of this competition. Let's welcome him with a very big clap. He is the coordinator for this program.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Bawa. Before I say a few words, we want to watch just a 3-4 minutes video that will Hello. So the 3-minute video will talk about what has happened the last few weeks in the regions, and after that I will say a few words in addition. Thank you.
Commission as part of its mandate under the Renewable Energy Act 2011. Act 832 is responsible for promoting the development and utilization of renewable energy resources as well as recommend and advise relevant stakeholders on the educational curriculum on efficient use of renewable energy sources and evolve programs for its mainstreaming on the educational curriculum in Ghana. In line with this, the Commission initiated the Energy Commission's Senior High School's Renewable Energy Challenge, with the aim of fostering an interest in renewable energy in students of second cycle institutions. The challenge is to promote research and innovation in renewable energy, clean energy and energy efficiency, and to address developmental challenges at both the local and national level. The theme for the third edition of the challenge is clean cooking and food processing using renewable energy technologies. Participating schools were expected to develop projects in the area of either clean cooking or food processing, and it should be related to the use of renewable energy technologies. Schools were encouraged to come up with new product innovations, accessories to products or digital innovations to improve the performances and or efficiencies of existing projects in the above-mentioned areas. The projects were to aid individuals or businesses in the residential, commercial or institutional sectors. In the area of clean cooking, schools were expected to focus on either improved stoves or fuels, whilst for food processing, schools were to focus on how renewable energy could be utilized in the food processing chain. The third edition of the Energy Commission's Senior High School's Renewable Energy Challenge was open to all second cycle schools nationwide. 16 regional competitions was organized. At the end of the regional competitions, 119 schools competed. This included 96 mixed schools, 13 girls' schools and 10 boys' schools. 16 regional winners were selected to compete at the zonal competition. Among the regional winners are 9 mixed schools, 5 girls' schools and 3 boys' schools. 7 of the projects developed by regional winners were in the areas of solar cookers, 3 solar dehydrators, and 6 recycling of agriculture waste. The finals of the third edition would be held on the 19th of October 2022 at the Accra International Conference Center in Accra, and it would be attended by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, as the special guest of honor. Our sponsors are GIZ, Clean Cooking Alliance, French Development Agency, Bui Power Authority, and Volta River Authority.
Okay, thank you very much for your attention and for viewing this short video. I believe that some of us saw ourselves in, I think I saw Infantiman girls, and is it Brahman, where all the students were jubilating. Yes, and it was good seeing you all in the regions. So as we heard, we had 119 schools participating in this challenge nationwide, and we have 16 of these schools coming for this zonal competition. So we are blessed to be part of the 16 schools. The zonals competition, we are going to have 2 zonals. What we are having here today, the Southern Zone, and then the Northern Zone will be held on Monday, also for 8 senior high and technical schools. We expect that at the end of today, we would have the best 3 schools going to the finals in October. During the regional tour, you heard me say that I was all smiles, but I told that you wouldn't see me as a judge at the zonals because I've become friends with all of you. So to choose 3 out of you will be very difficult for me. So I've left that job to other people. So my friends from Presec, you are free for today. You are free from today. They know me as a full-bred Presbyterian, but then when it comes to our schools, they know they are rival school. So, and I've managed to influence my boss significantly for him to be mentioning Infantipem School even when they are not here. So that was from me, because I'm an old boy on Infantipem. I've influenced him. The Infantipem is on his left. Hey, thank you. So we hope to get the best 6 schools over the 2 days to go to the finals. And as said in the speech by the Executive Secretary, we have very wonderful prizes for the schools themselves and also the students, teachers, and coordinators. So I want to encourage you all to do your best during today's competition. I've always told you that please relax. You know more than anybody in this room. You know more than anybody in this room because you prepared the project yourselves. So just relax and come and teach us and educate us on what you have done. I've told our judges, whom you will get to know later on, that they should give some marks for you being relaxed. You see, I'm still good. So if you come and you are tense, they'll give you -10. If you are tensed, they'll give you -10. But then if you are very relaxed, then you get +10 for. So I've talked to them, so they will look out for how calm and relaxed that you are. So please do not be afraid of anybody. So that's the roadmap for the 2 zonal competitions, with 3 schools, the best 3 schools in each zone, going to, which will be held on the 19th of later year. And want to the very best and add my voice to that of the already to the speakers who have spoken already, that made the best school win. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Julius Nkansa. We will be taking the balloting. Then after which we take a group photograph. So the leaders of the various schools should get ready for balloting whilst I invite Ms. Benis Norte to lead us in the balloting.
Hello, good morning. I hope we all slept well last night. Okay, so as all our dignitaries have said, relax. Today is your day. Just relax and come and give off your very best. So I need a rep from each school. 1 rep from each school. It can be a teacher, it can be a student. Number 1, GSTS. Hold on, I'll tell you. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Number 7, number 8. Please have this. Okay, so after the balloting, the first school to present will be GSTS. They said the best comes from the West, so please show the Kumasi people that yes, indeed, the best comes from the West. Then we have Infantiman girls, then Methodist girls, then Bueman, Peje, Yasantwa, St. Joseph's, and then Presec. So the order again: first, GSTS; second, Infantiman Girls; third, Megis; fourth, Busek; fifth, Peje; sixth, Yasantwa; seventh, St. Joseph's; then eighth, Presec. So as you can see the trophy over there, as we did during the regionals, the winner for the Southern Zonal competition is also going to take that to their school. So to the Ashanti Regional Coordinator, are you going to let the rest take it away or you keep it here? Okay, thank you.
From the next session, we will be taking the group photograph after I have introduced the judges. So we'll tell you the arrangement as to how the group photograph will go. It's a competition. And in every competition, somebody should look at it to see if it actually conforms to the norms and principles governing the competition. And because of that, we have 3 able judges who will be looking at your work. In fact, every project is unique on its own, very, very unique. But the judges are so experienced that they can get to, they can look at it and see the good things. Here we don't talk about the bad things, the good things in the project to award marks. And the first on our list is Mr. Emmanuel Oman Okwe. Very experienced judge. Then we have Mr. Set Mahum. Thank you so much. Then we have Professor Francis Kemaso. Please, your seats are over there. Okay. Then the next thing to do is to take the group photograph, which I think the school should come. The schools come. The 4 participants and the coordinator of the school or the coach of the school. Please, you can come and stand behind our dignitaries for the group photograph. So I mentioned the region, then you come. Ashanti region. Eastern. Volta. And OT. That is the first 4. Then the second 4 will come in the next group. So we have Eastern, Volta, Ashanti, and OT. next 4 schools, because the next 4 schools. Okay, let's take our seats and relax, get relaxed in your seat. As the coordinator said, this one, don't panic. The day is your day, so relax. This is not the type of exams where you need to sit down and then be panicking. No, this is not that type. You have done your project, you know what is in the project, and you can explain a bit of anything that is involved in the project. The Director Science Education Unit is present. She's in the person of Mrs. Olivia Sewa Opare. She is the champion science mama. Champion science mama. When it comes to science education in Ghana, in fact, she stands number 1. Let's give her a clap for joining us. So National Science Education, National STEM Center, she is in charge. She is in charge. Thank you, Mommy. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, we will invite the judge to take their seats. Then after which I will invite Mr. Oman Okwe to give us highlights of the judgment as to what is needed in the project. He will talk about it. So let's invite the judges. In fact, Mr. Okwe, take your seat over there. I'll be calling you to the stage to give us the highlights of judgment. Then Prof. And of course, thank you so much. So let's invite Mr. Okwe to give us some tidbits in the judgment. Yeah, Mr. Okwe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bauer. So once again, still standing on the existing protocols. We equally want you to be very much aware of exactly the proceedings and what is going to go on, so far as the judging is concerned. So we would want to once again reiterate them or mention them so that all participants will get use. Well, actually, those who may have forgotten some of them, we just want to help you remember that when you are here, you know exactly what the judges are looking out for. So there are 6 thematic areas throughout, and then would expect you to show us or give us enough evidence for covering those various areas. Now, the first we'll talk about the challenge itself, and then the objectives. Now, under this particular area, what are things that judges will be now for? We expect you to be able to give us a very clear overview of the project or the idea that you have developed or that you are showcasing to the world today. We also expect that you'll be able to tell us exactly how you developed the project and if it is related to the theme of the day. Now, your description of the project is very important and would equally be looking out for the objectives if you have clearly stated them. Now, we also want to find out why the implementation of your project is important. So you should be able to tell us this clearly. We'll also be looking out for your target market, and so make sure that that also stands out very clearly. Finally, we would also want to see whether your objectives actually are SMART. And if we're SMART, we're expecting it to be specific, for it to be measurable, it should be achievable, it should be realistic, and time-bound. So these are the areas we expect you to really show us competence in terms of the background of the challenge itself, and then the objectives. Now, for innovation, where we have very large marks, what are the things that we are looking out for? One, we want to see how your project is innovative. We want to find out whether it is actually an original idea or it is an existing idea, but then you are modifying that, and we expect you to make it out so clear. We also would want to find out whether the project was primarily developed by you students. Then we would also be expecting you to show or to make clear the project idea. Now, we are interested in finding out the use of local materials in your project design. Yes, and I'm sure you will understand why we are doing this. Because if you are bringing us something that we could use and you cannot utilize materials that are available to us, and then it means that you are telling us as well to go out and then bring it. And that is what we would be looking out for. If really you are showing us the materials available that you are using. Now, we'll also be looking at how clearly you communicate to the audience. That is very important. And then we'll also be looking out to find out if your project is actually scalable. That is very important. I am sure we're very happy when we heard very soon. We expect you to be patenting some of the projects that we are going to. Yes, so that is why we are looking out for all these. And then finally, your ability to identify weaknesses that comes with your project, and equally give us ideas going forward in terms of strengthening all those weaknesses. We expect to see all that. Now, under technology, we are looking out for two main things. The first one is whether you understand, and I would want you to look at it carefully. We want to find out whether you actually understand the technicalities and the technology behind your behind the process. All right? And then we also want to find out if really the technology behind your invention is fully utilized. So these are the two main things that we are looking for under technology. Now, for environmental impact and then the social impact, we want to find out whether the project, what kind of impact your project would have on the environment. That is very important to us. We are talking about environment, and we know exactly the consequences so far as the various dangers are concerned. So we want to see exactly how your invention is helping to solve some of these. Then we'll also be looking out clearly to find out if indeed your project contributes to improvement in the field of renewable energy. That is very critical to us. We also want to find out the kind of social impact the project seeks to address. We would expect you to make this very clearly. Now, we also want to find out if your project would create jobs and then improve the living standards of your target market. Then finally, the implementation, we expect it also to be feasible. So your budgeting is very much important so far as this area is concerned. Now, what of teamwork? Team will find out if the team understands. I want to repeat this. We want to find out if the team understands the concepts underlining the technologies that you are actually bringing. We also want to find out whether you understand your roles that you are playing as team members. And then finally, we also will be looking out for you showing evidence clearly that indeed throughout the entire process there really was teamwork. So we'll be looking out for that. And finally, this has to do with the presentation structure and delivery. So we are looking out for logical presentation or organization of your presentation, and then we'll be looking out to see if your argument is very clear, and then you have relevant points to show this. Our interest will also be on audible voice, then appropriate timing. And by this timing, we are talking about you doing your presentation together with demonstration. So we are looking out for this. Then finally, we would also want to see how well you engage the audience. Remember, you have your good, you have your invention, you are selling it to the people. How do you sell it, whether it gets to them well or not? So with this, we expect you to feel free and then come out here and really tell us what you have. Thank you very much, and we wish you the very best. So I'm sure we've also heard that, or we are aware, that when you mount the stage, you have 10 minutes within which to do your presentation as well as your demonstration. And then judges will also quiz you, make sure you make things clear, and we are also going to use 10 minutes to do that. All right? So thank you very much, and then Auntie, over to you.
Thank you so much. Let me acknowledge the presence of supporting officers from Energy Commission. That is Caleb Azindo. Caleb, let's see you by wave. Thank you so much. They also have Benis Noti. Madam Benis. Okay. Then we have John Bambu. John, okay. John at the back there. Thank you so much. We have Abigail Donko. Madam Abigail, God bless you. We have Daniel Adu. God bless you. We have Obed Afo. And then Sheila Andan. Madam Sheila, thank you so much. Mama One, representing the Director General of Ghana Education Service, Professor Kwesi Opoku Amankwa. Thank you so much, Mama. God bless you. Let's invite Mr. Julian Cancer to give us some important information.
Thank you very much. There is one thing that we normally try to do once we get people together, and that is to educate everyone on some of the activities of the Energy Committee, one of which is the electrical wiring regulations, where it talks about how our buildings should be wired before electrification. And we have an officer based in Kumasi here in our midst, and he's going to get just 5 minutes to briefly talk about the electrical wiring regulations, how we need to wire our homes safely to prevent fires, commercial, industrial buildings, etc. So Mr. Fred Ajay Brobe, he is in charge of the Kumasi office. I nearly missed you. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Frade Bobe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Director. I salute you. Mama One, I salute you too. It's a nice time that we are having here. It's a great opportunity to see all of you here to come and show forth your skills to the entire nation. I'm here to speak about electrical wiring, so I won't take a lot of your time. Some years ago, we had a lot of fire outbreaks. I'm sure some of you might know about this. You would hear that this market is burnt, this building is burnt. The government at the time thought it wise that the Energy Commission should put together some form of regulation to regulate the electrical wiring industry or the electrical wiring market. And that is what birthed the Electrical Wiring Regulation LI 2008. Now this regulation only seeks to do three things, which is who has the right to undertake electrical wiring in Ghana, how electrical wiring is done in Ghana, and the materials that are used for electrical wiring. The examination, we as Energy Commission were tasked to carry out examinations for persons who are into this kind of business, and if you want to engage wiring, just if you want to drive on our roads, you would need to get a license. In the same vein, if you want to engage in electrical wiring in Ghana, you would also need to get licensed by the Energy Commission. We carry out examinations for these persons, and when they come out successful, they are given a license and some other documents that they would use to practice. Basically, the license or the examination takes place twice a year. That's the May-June exam and then the November-December examination. I wouldn't want to take so much of your time. I would like to take the opportunity to speak to electricians or people who are into this industry that the November-December examination will be happening in November this year, and registration is opened. Just to say, take the opportunity, get registered, take the exam, and get licensed. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bobe. We are so grateful unto you. We'll be going out for coffee break at the poolside. This is poolside coffee break. We are also live on Facebook and YouTube. The link has been sent around, so you can maybe call your friends elsewhere to also join us live on YouTube and Facebook. So you have 15 minutes coffee break. So when you get there, make sure you do it fast. Then you join us in the auditorium again. So let's start moving to the pool side. Schools can, the first school can GSTS. Please, you can set up your project. Okay, they should have DS first. Okay. Then they can get time to come and set up. Right. Please, you have only 15 minutes. Only 15 minutes.